So, Mosiah gets the kingdom from his father, King Benjamin. And King Benjamin is like this amazing man. He's got such a great testimony that when he's done, all of his people have fallen to the earth. It's just, what kind of ministry do you have to have in order for that to happen? I mean, he's conveying the truth. So the people have a choice to take Jesus in their hearts or not. And everybody chooses to. It's really interesting because in the ending, these people made it. And, and they're the people of Nephi. None of them survive. Because in the end of this book, there's only Lamanites left. This book ends up buried in the ground, so all these people eventually turn wicked again. I mean, and that's the whole story over and over and over again. You end up with these people and they're good, and then, they start getting rich and having gold and all this kind of stuff, and, proud of themselves, and the book calls it stiff-necked, and they turn from God. And so then he'll persecute them, and he won't defend them against their enemies because there's this, there's this curse on this land that if you obey God, you're good to go, but if you don't, that you very swiftly get dealt with. Anyway, we're going through the scriptures just so I could point out my heroes. And King Benjamin's my hero because of his testimony. His testimony is so strong that everybody falls to the ground when he's done speaking. How do you top that? That means they believe every word that comes out of his mouth, and they look at themselves. I've been there when I felt like I'm less than the dust of the earth, because at least the dust of the earth obeys God. And it is hard. For the longest time I used to say that I wanted to fix the things inside of me. And even if it changed the person and the person that I'd become, that at least those things wouldn't be on my soul. But, God allowed me to be who I am. That way, maybe there's a person that I can reach. And I don't know if you get this video and you are feeling, I guess, anything from it. I just really love God. I mean, he came into my life, and I was low. I remember sleeping under a bridge with knots tied to my shoelaces so people wouldn't steal my shoes while I was sleeping, and it's not a place that I'm proud of. And it's like, I felt lower than the dust of the earth. I remember praying to God, not to slam any more dope, and then after slamming dope, just being in anguish because I couldn't stop myself. And So when all these people fall to the earth because they can look at their lives and not be happy with who they are and know that they need another way, I guess those kind of people are the kindred kind of people in my heart. The kind of people that don't break weak. If you love God, to me, that means you love Him. It doesn't mean that it'll change later on. It just means that if you're anything like me, you've been destroyed. And He came into your life like me and brought you back.